talking in a train of thought. I don't know if I just going off, and again, all these videos are in the event I deceased. I want these cases pursued. I want who's going to be liable for it at the end of the day. Uh, but again, I've had these conversations in long videos, just going over anything that just comes to my mind. And I guess later I'll post them on YouTube to be made public. No one ever sees my video. No one sees nothing. It's like I'm not aware that anybody sees it, so I have to believe that nobody sees it. Just my oppressor. And I don't want this ever to happen to another person again. The government in no way can go into somebody's workplace, create a hostile environment to force a person to basically be homeless and to move from one state to another state. I want that prosecuted right now because that's a fact. That just happened and that can't be disputed. And then I want what civil settlement out of that, so then I can hire a team of private investigators, lawyers. A lot of cases here, man. And they can either settle or we can go to court. And if we go to court, I'm going to press criminal liability. If we settle, what are we settling for? What is the situation that we're settling for? And I want one person to be held liable for each situation. Is it the same person or a different person? And we'll go after every accessory. So remember, under the law, an accessory is equal to the one that had the intent. Accessory is the same. The law doesn't understand the difference. It's equal. So if you settle, I'm not going to go after. You just nominate somebody to be criminally liable. If you don't want to settle, then I'm going after everybody involved in accessory, willful intent, accessory to not say anything, to hide everybody the same. Treason. That's the crime. Because this is a fascist and communist action. Each action, which it no longer becomes an action, becomes a system. So it is what it is, man. You make the decision. But settle, nominate somebody. Don't settle, litigate every accessory to that one situation. And there's too many situations. So make a decision. But let's start with the first one. Hostile environment. Forced into poverty. Forced into homelessness. Forced to move from one state to another state. That is a treasonous action. That is a communist action in that to take away the man's ability to profit, to earn a living, to make money, to become homeless. To move from one state to another state is kidnapping. To be in a false imprisonment is false imprisonment. Okay, we'll start there. Settle with me on that one and nominate somebody who's going to be liable criminally. Then I take that money, go back to Hollywood, live in Hollywood, hire private investigators, lawyers, and say, okay, these are all the other counts. And again, it would make sense that the federal government, because to move from one state to another state, that would be kidnapping, is federal. The federal government has to know that. At some point, you would think that they would tell the President of the United States, look what they're doing to this man. At what point does the President know? Who's not telling the President the truth of how I've been harmed all these years? I mean, come on, man. That boggles my mind, and I want an answer on it. Want an answer on it. And what is a treasonous action by the government worth? That one, forced into poverty, forced into homelessness, forced to move from one state to another. What would that be worth the action of the government to think that they can be able to commit a treasonous action by what treasonous law?